Hello everyone, welcome back to Jane. In this lecture, we will be talking about the operating system as well as the functionalities in Windows. In our previous lecture, we have completed some basics of computer. So let's quickly start the lecture. So what are the objectives that we will be going to cover up? First of all, we will be doing the basic of operating system, icons in menu, we will be changing the system date and time, as well as we will be adding or removing a specific program, and we will be making some minor changes with the mouse properties as well as with the display properties. So let's quickly start. What is an operating system? An operating system, or we can say OS, is a collection of software that manages computer hardware, resources, and provides common services for computer programs. So, operating system is just a collection of software that helps to create a user interface between the computer as well as the user. The operating system is a vital component of the system software in a computer system. So, without an operating system, you cannot use the computer. So, it is a very vital component of the computer. So, it is a kind of a bridge between the user as well as between the computer. Different types of operating system that we are going to look. First of all, the major one that is extensively used on a very large scale, that is Windows. Then we have Mac, that is being created by the Apple. Then we have Android. Then we have Linux. So these are some of the operating systems that are quietly popular, and most popular is the Windows. Everyone is having different functionalities and some security features too. Like the Linux is more secure than Windows because the architecture is totally different than that of a Windows. But whereas Windows is quite talking in terms of UI or the user interface, Windows beats Linux over here because the Windows has a great user interface. Now let's move to the changing, or we can say we will be doing some of the icons, or I will be telling you some of the functionalities of Windows because Windows is mainly used at a very large scale. So you can see this is a complete desktop, or whenever you're opening a Windows. I'm using the platform of Windows 10, so Windows 10 look like this. This is the wallpaper that we are having, and we are having our logo, that is Edutainer, that is technically simplified. These are the icons that you're having over here. So these are the icons we say, and this is the taskbar on which you will be the notifications and all the processes are being shown, like the Bluetooth, your charging, Wi-Fi, your speaker volume, and number of things that you can perform over here. So this is also a specific, we can say, operations that you can perform, that you can see the user interface is quite beautiful in Windows. So you can refresh these things too. So now we will be moving towards adding or removing a program. So you will be going over here and you will be just writing the control panel. So basically control panel is a kind of a dashboard in which you can perform various number of things with your computer. So you can see this is a control panel right now over here. You can change your view by category, by large icons, or with the small icons. I will be going with the large icons so that I can explain you better. Over here you have some administrative tools, autoplay, backup and restore, color management, credential manager, date and time. So first of all I will be showing how to change your date and time of a particular system. Just need to click on that thing, in which you can change by two means. You can change by the time zone, or you can change your particularly manually. So if you want to change it manually, you can just change the values and you can put the values over here and change it manually. Talking about in terms of time zone, you can just select your time zone and you can just hit OK so that it will be changed accordingly to your time zone. You can also add on some additional clocks that will be showing you the clock of different countries, or we can say different time zones. So over here you can keep up to 3 clocks. One is the actual clock that is working, and you can put 2 additional clocks over here. Similarly, there is an internet time that helps you to synchronize. There is a time, or we can say a file batch, that helps you to keep synchronized accordingly, or where the Google Chrome also works with this kind of synchronization. So you're done with the date and time. Moving along, you will be getting some of the programs, or we can say some of the applications, like the default program, device manager, devices and printers. This is for the audio setup that I am having in my system. Then you can see there are plenty number of options. Secondly, you can go for the mouse settings if you want to change some mouse settings. There are plenty number of mouse settings, like you can switch to primary and secondary button. Okay, and you can make your double click fast or slow. Similarly, for the pointers, you can change your pointers as you like. You need to customize your pointers, you can do that things also. You can also keep the pointer speed very fast or slow. You can also create a tail of your mouse cursor. Talking about hardware, you can change your hardware over here, and as well as the media. So these are some of the, we can say, customization that you can do to your mouse. Working on, you will be getting your network and sharing center over here. We have the programs and features that will be helping us to install or uninstall some of the programs. So let's open this thing. So you can see that I have a plenty number of programs over here, right? If I want to remove a particular program, I will be just hitting double click and I will be just removing. For example, I don't need this CC cleaner, so I will be just 2 times and I will be just clicking yes. So you can see that the CC cleaner uninstalls comes over here, and I will be just uninstalling this program. Once the program gets installed, you can see when I'm refreshing it, the CC cleaner has been removed from this list. So the program has been uninstalled from this particular system. Again, I will be opening the control panel right now in front of you. So you can see I have the audio manager. Similarly, I have the recovery tool, the region in which I am staying, the sound, the security and maintenance, user accounts, work folders, defender. So you have a lot of tons of things over here that you can do. Similarly, you can go to the system and you can get to know about what system you are using. For example, I am using Windows 10, that is the home single language. Similarly, my processor is i5 processor with 1.60 gigahertz to 1.80 gigahertz. If I overclock this thing, it will be going till 1.80, or I can take it to my random access memory that we have told, that is the memory stick, is around 8 GB and my system type is 64-bit. Now let's move to the display settings. If you need to change your display settings, you will be just clicking right and you will be going in display settings. So you will be getting the display settings over here. You can increase the brightness or decrease the brightness. You get an option for night light also. If you're doing some computer work at night, you can just open it, and so the screen gets warm and the color won't affect your eyes also. You can do the scaling and layout, so you can increase if you need 125 or 100. 100 is recommended, so I will be doing the recommended part. Even the resolutions, you can decrease your resolution or you can increase your resolution. Even the orientation, like if you need landscape, portrait, landscape flip, so you can change the orientation over here. Even if so you're having multiple display, you can also connect multiple display. Similarly, you have ton of options over here that you can do. You can change, you can do some modification to your notification, focus assets, power and sleep, with your battery too, with your storage, and with your tablet mode, and every kind of thing. There are tons of customization that you can do to Windows 7. So this is all about what are the things that are being done in the system, or we can say in Windows.